Hi guys, how are you? My name's Kate and I'm from Laughing Kids Learn, and this is my second live Facebook video. So as I mentioned last week, I'm going to do a few fun crafts for kids, and on a Tuesday at this time I'll share them with you. So hopefully you can come along and watch it live. If not, you can just come along to the replay. You can watch on replay. So if you're not familiar with Facebook Live, basically it's a chance for me to interact with you guys. So if you are watching it live, you can make a comment and I will see it. It'll pop up on my computer. So yeah, so today I thought we would do a cool craft that's kind of for older kids today, and it's juggling balls. This was a very popular post on laughingkidslearn.com, so I thought that I would share it with you and show you how to do it live. So here's the juggling balls. They're really cool. So I'm going to show you how to make them today. All right, so, but before we start, I just need to double check this is working. I've got my computer right here and I'll be able to follow any comments that you make too. So maybe if you could tell me where you're from, that would be amazing. So in the comment section below, just write where you're from and it'll pop up to me and I'll be able to say hello. Okay, so, all right, I can see a couple of people. That's really exciting. Hi and welcome. It's really good. Nice to have you here. Thank you. So just a little bit about me. So I am the blogger behind laughingkidslearn.com that started about 3 years ago. I have a primary teaching background and I'm also a mum to 2 girls that also feature on the blog. And I've just looked at my computer where I can see myself and it's very distracting. So yeah, so that's a little bit about me, but I'm more interested in you guys. So if you can tell me where you're from, that would be amazing. And I can share with you these juggling balls. So just a little story about these juggling balls. They came about when my sister was talking to me about her son, so my nephew, and she was saying he had a school project that he had to do at school where he had to come up with a product that he could sell. So that was the aim of the task that they had to do at school. So they had to come up with something that they could sell at like a school fete. So they had to make it and sell it. So my nephew's a very sporty kind of kid. He's, really loves his sport and things, and he really struggled with this and wasn't too sure what to do. He couldn't kind of provide a service. It had to be a product. So my sister came to me and said, do you have any ideas what he could do for this project? And I suggested these juggling balls, and his ears pricked up and he was really curious to know a little bit more about them and how to make them. And surprisingly to him, it was really very simple to make these, and he knew that they'd be pretty popular too. So that's where it came about. And long story short, he made a heap of these. He sold them at the school fete and he made a small fortune. He really did. So a lot of kids were sort of making bookmarks and things, but he had juggling balls and they were certainly one of the most popular things. So so let me show you how to make these. And of course, these are really cool for kids to sell at sort of fundraising events or whatever it might be, or give as gifts too. I can see I've got a comment. I've just got to try and work out. I'm going to get used to this. I'm going to get better at it, I promise. I'm feeling a little bit clunky with it. I'm sorry. So I can see people are commenting. I just need to make sure I can spot. Oh, hi. Hi, Stephanie. Oh, it's your bedtime. I totally understand. It was really hard to kind of work out a time that would suit everyone. I'm sorry. I might have to move the times around so that you're not having to be in bed. And thank you. You said that you're going to rewatch. That's nice. Thank you. Okay, sleep well. Okay, let me get into it. So with these juggling balls, they're obviously made of balloons and they've got rice inside of them. So just as a safety precaution, we need to make sure that we're very safe, because you need to actually cut parts of the balloon off. And so you don't want little kids to be eating and things like that. So you need to make sure that it's done with a child that's going to be responsible enough, and you're supervising, and you discard all of the little extra bits. Okay, a little safety thing there. What else did I need to ask you to do? Okay, let's get into it. So, to make these, sorry, I'm just going to move my table a little bit. You, of course, need balloons. Lots of balloons, depending on how many you're going to make. Sorry, clunky around. You need some scissors. Sharp scissors are ideal because it makes it easier to cut the balloons. You need some rice. You need a bowl, a spoon, and some cling film and some sticky tape. So there's no funnels or anything with this. That's what I really like about this. I don't know, I don't own a funnel, so I sort of made it work for me. All right, so I'll pop these here so you can see them. Hopefully you can see them. Oh, I'm getting a few more comments, I think. I better, what do I do, refresh? Okay, let me pop these things aside. Okay, so guys, tell me, which balloon will I start with? So I've got lots of colors here. I've got blue, green, pink, purple, and white. So I'm gonna wait until you actually tell me what color to start with. See, this is very interactive, very interactive. Now I've got to check your comments. Let's see. Anybody gonna, otherwise I'll have to pick. All right, let's see how we go. I'm gonna go back into it. Like I said, I will get better at this. Pink. Ah, Ian has, thanks Ian. Ian has chosen pink. All right, thanks Ian, let's go for pink. All right, I'm gonna put these here. I'm gonna ask again in a minute because obviously these juggling balls have a number of colors. So what you need to do, first thing, oh, hang on, get your bowl and your cling film. And what you're going to do is basically sort of cover the surface of the bowl with the cling film. All right, I'm just gonna move it aside. So we're gonna just create a layer of that. Tuck it in, and then just sort of fold it down. I just find that to be a little bit easier. Then you're going to get your rice. Now, depending on the size of your juggling balls, obviously the more rice you add, the bigger the juggling ball, and possibly the harder it is to kind of cover it. So I suggest about 3 tablespoons of rice. 1, 2, 3. And then what you're going to do is just bring up the edges of the cling film. I hope you can see this. And basically just kind of make a little pocket of rice and give it a twist. So I'm sort of making like a little bundle of rice, really. Okay, give it a good twist so that it's in. And so basically that's going to be the size of your juggling ball. I'm going to put that aside. Just check to see if there's anyone else that's coming in. All right. Oh, I've got 10 people. Make sure you say hi. I'd love to hear from you. All right. Okay. So once you've done that, you're going to chop off this excess bit of cling film, but not to sort of cut off the twist that you've got there. Okay. And this is the bit that you can sort of throw away. I'll put it in the bin there. And then you're going to lay flat that little extra bit here. Okay. So I'm just going to lay it flat so that it's kind of smooth. Then I'm going to get my sticky tape and just fold that down. Just makes it easier when you're trying to cover it with balloon. Sort of holds that little twist in place. Might do it twice. If you find that your cling film's breaking, you can always do sort of a few layers of that. All right, so Ian suggested that we have pink for the first one. So give it a bit of a stretch. And you're just going to snip off that, so the neck of the balloon there. So about here. Again, we'll throw that bit away. Okay, so it sort of looks a bit like that. Then we're going to put our fingers in just to stretch it. Give it a good stretch. And we're going to try and cover over the opening that we created there that we've sort of taped. So this gets a little bit tricky. I've got 15 people. Welcome everybody. Thanks for joining. All right, yay, I didn't make a mess. Okay, right, so as you can see, our juggling ball's sort of taking shape. So you can see where I was able to stretch it over that little, this little sack of rice, and I've got my first layer. So pretty good. So next I can use kind of like this, I really like this kind of marbling kind of look on the juggling balls. So to do that I need to have another balloon stretched over it. So would you like to tell me another colour that you would like to see? So I've got green, white, purple, blue, got pink but it might not be. Is there anyone that would like to share a new colour? Otherwise I'll have to pick. I'm giving you a chance to pick. I hope you're, I'm just not too sure. Sorry, I'm just checking these messages. Let's see how we go. Okay, I'm going to pick green. Lisa, you're, oh, sorry, I've had a few colours now. Oh, thank you very much. I better go with is it Marcy? Marcy said purple. I better go with Marcy because I think she was in first. Thank you, Lisa. We might do green next, okay? So let's do purple. Thank you, Marcy. So we'll do the same sort of thing. And again, we'll just move these balloons so that you guys can see properly. I hope you can spot what we're doing. Again, I'm going to snip off the neck of the balloon carefully. Okay, and put that in the bin. All right, now this is where we get to be a little bit creative and kind of like when you're making those snowflakes, you know, when you sort of fold them and you can cut into them to create sort of interesting patterns. You can do the same sort of thing with these balloons. So I suggest folding them maybe sort of once or twice. So once being like this and then sort of cutting into it, or you can do it twice. It's up to you. So with your second balloon layer, I suggest not making your holes too big because otherwise you find it might be hard to kind of cover sort of even sort of surface areas like this. So I sort of want to cut into it a little bit. So I might fold it once, fold it twice, and give a little snip. Again, throwing that in the bin so it's not a hazard. Okay, so I've created a little, can you see that? Sorry guys. My top's not making it easy, is it? And I might cut another little one over here. And another one over here. So I'm just, and 21 people, welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me, you guys are awesome. Okay, so I've made, I'll put it on here so you can see. So I've made some holes in there. Can you see that? Sorry, it's not very clear. So they're not too big. There's still quite a bit of the surface of the balloon left. Okay, so now I'm going to cover my juggling ball again, and I'm going to try really hard just to cover this little spot here so that it covers the surface. So I'm going to find a good spot. There we go. And put my fingers in to stretch it. Now, let's see how we go. I'll find the spot that I want to cover. Here we go. And I'm just going to cover that bit there and then just stretch it around like that. Now, future layers do take a little bit of a sort of, you need to kind of adjust it a little bit. Okay, so you can kind of have a little bit of saggy bits like this, but they can always be covered by the next balloon, or I'll show you a little trick in a minute how you can actually get rid of those. But it's looking very cute. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, so now I think we had a call for green next. All right. This is cool. Thanks guys for joining. You guys are so awesome. Feel free to tell me where you're from. I'm always so amazed to get emails and hear where you guys are all from. It's awesome. All right, so let's go with green. We're going to make this our last and final layer. So obviously we don't want to make our juggling ball too stiff. So we'll cut the neck of the balloon off there. Make sure we give it a nice stretch because that helps it when we're stretching it over the actual juggling ball. Okay, Now this is kind of where we get a bit creative again. We can cut into the balloon. Now we can cut a little bit deeper than what we did with our purple layer. So let's do that. Ooh. Okay, cut there. I'm going to cut a little bit here. Oops. You can kind of go a little bit crazy on this third balloon. I say that now. Let's see. So obviously juggling balls are really great for, well, I mean, I don't really quite know how to juggle, but, you know, obviously they're really great for kids to use because it uses sort of gross motor skills, it helps with concentration, it's, you know, it's a form of exercise really to juggle. Concentration, what else did I think about? It's fun. After, you know, if you're ever handed juggling balls, you just want to juggle, don't you? So here we go. So I'm going to be a bit brave here. Let's do a little bit more. Okay, so as you can see, we need to get rid of these. What else have we got here? Just going to have to refresh. For some reason it's not showing me your perfect lunchtime entertainment. Absolutely, Sarah, you're totally right. I agree. Gosh, absolutely. All right, so I'm going to try and stretch this over. Now I can see this little bit. I'm going to try my best to kind of squash this little bit here. Oop. You see what I'm doing there, guys? Oh, it looks really nice. And you can kind of adjust it a little bit, you know, so that you can kind of see a little different bits. Oh, see, I wasn't very brave on this one. I probably could have cut into it a little bit more. All right. Okay, so if you ever get these kind of lippy bits, very easy to get rid of them. All I suggest you do is just to take your scissors and just put a little cut into the top part of that lip section, snip there, and so of course it's going to create two little flaps like that, and you can just carefully snip those off. So let's give that a go, and then it sort of makes it a little bit smoother. I think I could have maybe had a little bit more rice in this one, but you get better at them, I think, as you make them. And I'll just snip the other side. Oop. Okay, and you can kind of just give it a bit of a workout, and then adjust a few bits. And you've got your juggling ball ready to go. I could probably play with this one a little bit more and just kind of pull different parts. But yeah, there you go. So that's one whole juggling ball. So you can make as many as you like, and yeah, they're great fun, and hopefully you guys get a chance to make them too with your kids. And I'm just gonna see if you want me to learn how to juggle. Okay, I'll try my best. Thanks, Ian. Oh, thanks, Nina, for your lovely comments as well. Lovely to have you all. Hopefully that's given you a great idea to do a cool craft activity to do with some of your older kids. I hope they have fun with it. Obviously, make sure you subscribe, because I would love to do more activities and share some fun ideas with you in the next couple of weeks. So make sure you subscribe by hovering above. And yeah, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Bye.